Mira Business FM, your daily guide to the markets, money, and more.
This is Mira Business FM, and right now we're going to decode branded residences. Dubai has the highest number of branded residences on the planet. The idea is added appeal, but does that come at a cost? Ajay Menon's here from Luxe, Vista Real Estate. It's nice to see you again.
Likewise, Tim. Good morning.
How are you feeling? You're off last week down with, was it man flu or is it real flu?
Man flu.
It was man flu.
That's what my wife says, at least.
I feel your pain, AJ. So look, let's jump straight into it. So how many branded residences are there here in the UAE?
It just keeps changing, but the last time I checked, it was 48,500 units across 144 different projects all over UAE.
That's such a huge number. 48,500 units, whether that's apartments or villas or whatever it is. Okay, so I suppose we need to define branded residences, AJ. That would be fair.
See, what is a branded residence? It's basically, it could be a building or a cluster of buildings or even a cluster of townhouses and villas that is associated with a certain brand.
Yeah.
And what brand could it be? It could be from clothing to watches to cars, to football clubs, to Hollywood icons, to even Bollywood stars.
Well, that wouldn't be unusual to see here in the UAE. I've always found it, I'll be honest with you. I'm interested in this because we've talked about this a few times on this show. You've referred to this off-air on this show, the number of branded residences, the importance of it, how it resonates with people. But I'm still... I've got to be honest with you, I'm a little bit confused by branded residences. In terms of, if a watch company is, I don't get the connection, but maybe it's me. Am I missing something?
No, you're absolutely not missing anything. If you look at it, why is branded residences very popular in the UAE, in particular in Dubai?
Yeah.
Because Dubai residents are used to a certain lifestyle. I mean, their lifestyle is, the standard of living is slightly higher. And there is a lot of people who can and will pay a premium to be associated with a brand. I mean, if they think that it's going to elevate their lifestyle or a status or whatnot.
I suppose we all like certain brands.
That is correct, yes.
And there's no reason why you wouldn't want to align yourself with something. But I said to you off air just now, and I suppose it's a reasonable example. I'm a big fan of a very famous cola beverage. We can say Coca-Cola to be fair, but I'm not sure I'd want to live in a Coca-Cola house.
Likewise, I mean, who would want to? I mean, what is actually Coca-Cola giving to me in that residence?
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So, why then does Dubai attract so many? What's the key to that? What are we missing?
See, what happened was some of the developers, they launched certain branded residences, and they became extremely popular. And some of them have given exceptional returns, no doubt. But most of them, they are now developing, just carrying on that trend, and then they associating with any brand and making developments based on that particular branded residences aspect.
Right. Okay. So that you pay a premium to be associated with a brand, and I guess that that works. So. But you said there have been some really strong returns.
Correct.
So surely investing in a branded residence, there are sound financial reasons for that?
See, if you look at it, okay, what is a branded residence and how is it going to affect you? You need to assess that if you remove that logo from the building, how is it going to be different from the building next to it? What is it actually giving to you in terms of that lifestyle? I mean, are you getting any benefits out of it? I mean, is there some kind of services that comes attached to living in that particular branded residence? This is what one should really consider before you invest in such an apartment, such a unit. Again, even if you look at it, generally speaking, if you ask me, pretty much 70% of the branded residences in the UAE does not make sense. If you're talking about hospitality branded, yes, they have done exceptionally well, because what they are doing is they're bringing that hospitality, the service aspect into the lifestyle, which always is going to be to elevate your lifestyle.
Yeah, absolutely. But let me put this to you. So think of, I guess, Shah Rukh Khan, I think it would be fair to say, is probably one of the great film stars on earth. So, I think a global icon is not far off when it comes to Shah Rukh Khan. Sold out in a day.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't argue with that, can you?
No, I cannot. I mean, see, it is a fantastic deal for the developer and for Shah Rukh Khan.
Sure.
But is it going to be a great deal for the investors who bought it? See, if they are hardcore Shah Rukh Khan loyalist fan, I am a Shah Rukh Khan fan. But
Yeah.
will I buy it? I will not buy it.
I don't watch Bollywood. I'm a Shah Rukh Khan fan.
Yeah.
I mean,
But there is a lot of people who love that aspect and they want to be associated with Shah Rukh Khan. So no harm. I mean, they're fine. If they're happy buying a Shah Rukh Khan branded office space, fantastic. Congratulations. Well done.
all right then. I'm getting the feeling you're not that worried. But the thing is that if you do decide that a branded residence is for you, whether it's an investment property, whether you want to live in it and live the association, however it works, you need to think carefully about it because there is a premium to be paid, isn't there?
You are paying almost about 30 to 40% extra.
Okay.
So, which can be a great deal if you're buying into the right unit because the returns also is going to be similarly proportional.
Okay.
What you also need to consider is basically it comes with a slightly higher service charge. Again, if the service provided is as expected from that particular brand, then it's worth it. But if not, you're buying into an overpriced unit.
Yeah.
Even if you look at I mentioned hospitality brand is a great thing to invest, but you also should understand the difference between hotel and residences, hotel branded residences, and hotel apartments. 3 different products, 3 different outcomes.
Okay. So just differentiate those. Break that down a little bit more for me.
Okay, hotel. There are some some units that comes with hotel, and certain part is actually the apartments along with in the same building.
Okay. Service within that
building.
business. Yeah.
Yeah, those are fine. Hotel branded residences are also particularly fine because obviously you don't have the hotel aspect to it, but it's a hotel branded residences, and the services are according to that. Hotel apartments is completely different because you will have a lot of restrictions in renting it out because you will not be able to rent it out on your own. It will be rented out by the hotel management, and the returns that you get is not what you are expecting.
Okay. Fair enough. That breaks it down.
And
pretty
like
well.
I say, this is they don't do the stunt at home. It has to be done by professionals. so approach a good consultant before you jump into this kind of investments.
Yeah. Do not try this at home under supervision only. So, what kinds of branded residences are things to consider? What would you look at?
Apart from the hospitality branded, I would also look at the health and wellness concept, which also brings that aspect into your lifestyle. But other than that, if you're looking for clothing brands and football clubs and Hollywood icons, the only ROE is going to be return on ego, not return on equity.
I mean, the thing is, I always think we all like certain brands. There's nothing wrong with it, is there? But you just have to be ready. You've really got to do your. It's almost like you have to do double due diligence, really, because there will be clauses that
Yes.
I guess aren't as widely advertised as they possibly could be.
Correct, because the thing is, you should understand the contract between the developer and the service provider or the brand associated in this case.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, in fact, there is actually very few developments now have a long-term association with the developer. There's one particular hospitality brand that has a 25-year contract with a developer. That is a fantastic investment. But there was also a case which happened when they jointly launched the product. Immediately, I mean, after it got sold out, the hospitality partner terminated the contract. So what happened, I mean, to all the investors? They just bought into an over-expensive unit with absolutely no returns.
Yeah. Okay. No, I get you. So you need to be very careful when it comes to the involvement of that brand. The role in day-to-day operations. What do they? I suppose, what do they contribute? Is it concierge services? Is it laundry? Whatever it might, you got to understand that.
That is true. But see, even if you look at a certain number of new luxury developers, they are all providing these kind of services on a la carte basis.
Yeah.
A la carte services are what is not covered in the usual service charges. You have to add a little extra, and there are brands that there are developers who are actually providing Rolls-Royce shuttle services. There are brands there are developers who are offering yacht services, pet services, shuttle services to schools and for the kids. So there's a lot of things that is actually given by certain luxury developers, which does not include being a part of a brand. So you don't necessarily have to buy a branded residences to get these kind of services. So you still have to consider between when you are getting into an expensive branded investment or a non-branded investment, which also can provide similar or equal services.
Yeah, it's a really smart thing to remember, actually, because I wanted to bring up service charges, maintenance charges with you, because my guess would be, and I don't know, but if you live in a particular branded residence, and these, I would imagine these charges would be a little bit higher because they go with, the brand equity or however that works. I don't know.
Now, the thing is if it is a service charge associated with the service provided, if it can justify it, it's fine. Yeah, but the thing is, it's just to pay extra so that you are associated with a certain brand. It doesn't make sense. See, if you're a brand loyalist and if you want to live in it, be my guest, buy it, live. I mean, you should be happy. If you are happy, go ahead. But if you're a value investor, you want to have a value deal and resell it at a later stage, you should think twice.
Yeah. I guess if you are a value investor and you look at this and it helps you, promote the products that you want to invest in to particular clients, I can see that aspect of it as well. These are all bolt-ons, aren't they? We talk particularly about Dubai. I mean, this is, it's a UAE phenomenon, I think. I was doing some research for another show, actually, but this kind of popped up. Ras Al Khaimah. Branded luxury developments are shaping the appeal of Ras Al Khaimah going forward. If you look at what's going to happen in RAG, something like 25% of new freehold supply by 2030 is going to be branded residence. It's a serious part of the real estate economy. Look at a recent launch, Mondrian Al Marjan Island Beach Residences, a huge deal, big lifestyle brand deal. Apparently, the Emirates' most fastest selling project. I think you could apply to that. 704 million dirhams in 2 hours. 200 units snapped up by investors and homeowners. Final 100 units, I think, are going on sale soon. I gather. But again, the only thing I can say is I can't argue against that.
No, you can't. But again, Mondrian is actually one of the best five-star hotels in hospitality chain.
Yeah, but there's this idea of branded residence. There's another one as well on Al Marjan Island. It's Rich Minds, Oyster, which you'll know, very, very niche real estate project. Zaha Hadid, I think, are the architects for that. Phase 1 sold out.
Correct. I mean, again, why is it sold out? Because of the architectural component. Zaha Hadid, you cannot argue against Zaha Hadid's products.
No, I suppose you can't really. Phase 2 on sale for that as well. Let me just put this to you. We've got some time to talk today, actually, which is quite nice. Those are most of the questions I had for you. But it did occur to me, I was sat this morning thinking, genuinely, well, I was going to ask Ajay about this, because branded residence, good or bad, it's pay your money, take your choice. I was thinking, you could probably argue, couldn't you? You could make a pretty strong case that a development company, a builder, if you like Emaar, has built enough brand equity over 20 years now to offer their own kind of Emaar branded lifestyle themed residence, whatever they wanted to do, maybe a business park. You've seen this, based simply on their brand alone.
Again, Emaar has Emaar brand, and Emaar now has Vida. Emaar has Palace, and Emaar has Address.
This is
all
true.
of them are hospitality brands.
Well, they are, but they're not. They're not a luxury brand in the same way as a watch or perhaps the perception of a football club is. You see the distinction I'm making there.
Luxury,
Kinda.
the most commonly used or abused word in Dubai real estate is luxury.
Is luxury, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite right. Yeah, okay.
So,
What is
and
it
what
about-
exactly is luxury?
Well, I guess, well, that's an interesting point. What is luxury to different people? To be honest with you, luxury is, to me, is when I get home and I get the coffee and I sit on the sofa and I think, yes, I'm here, but I don't have a luxurious sofa. But you're right, it's different things to different people. How do you define luxury?
See, luxury is, for me, is space. In a city like Dubai, it's space, and the place when you go home, do you have enough space, and the quality of materials used in the house,
Yeah.
and there is a common saying that if if your sofa is hitting the wall, you're poor.
Is that how it's defined now, is it? I got two sofas and neither of them hit the wall. Does that mean I'm very
You're
lucky?
rich.
I'm. Yeah, thanks very much. Tell my bank manager that. Do we still have bank managers? I don't think we do anymore.
We have relationship managers.
Do we have relationship managers? You might. I don't. So look, let me ask you: if when it comes to branded residences, Ajay, you buy and sell, you work in real estate. You work in real estate as a hobby. You've said that a number of times. It's something that you love. It was a career kind of almost change, a development for you, I suppose. What would tempt you? Is there any kind of branded residence that you would think, I would maybe think about that? I know you're a watch collector. I know you like watches. I don't want to pick a particular watch brand, but is there something in that? Is there anything?
No, if it is a watch branded residences, I'm not buying it.
No.
Okay, I'll give you another point.
Go on.
If you ask me, will I buy a Gucci residence or will I buy a Louis Vuitton residence?
Okay.
I will buy a Louis Vuitton residence. Not because I like Louis Vuitton, because Louis Vuitton,
Your perception of the brand is
not even the perception of the
Okay.
brand, because Louis Vuitton brings more than Louis Vuitton. They run one of the finest ultra luxury hospitality chains in the world called Cheval Blanc.
Oh, okay.
And they also have Louis Vuitton Casa, which makes a lot of furniture and a lot of other things that actually can complement your lifestyle experience.
All right then. I think that's probably the last word. I was trying to think of my favourite brand. I'm a fan of Fender guitars. I used to live near the Hard Rock Cafe when the guitars were outside. So I suppose that's kind of me. I've already lived the dream almost in a weird kind of way. I always enjoy talking to you. Ajay, I really do. Ajay Menon is from Luxe, Vista Real Estate. Today we've been, your heading was decoding branded residences, and I hope we've got some way towards that.
Can I also apologize to everybody for offending any branded buyers or branded developers? It's just a personal opinion, and
I like what you did. I should come clean and say before we came on air, I did say to Ajay, today you're the bad guy, I'm the good guy. But I think you come out as a bad guy. It's good to talk to you. Thanks for coming in.
thank you. Thanks.
Appreciate it. Ajay Menon from Luxe Vista Real Estate. Don't forget to get in touch with us. Leave us a like. Hit subscribe wherever you're joining us from. Get in touch. We will respond. We always do. We're across social media. Everything we do is podcast, wherever you get your podcasts from. And this is Mira Business FM.